Well, this is my first attempt at a DeLorean YouTube video. This is VIN number 10186, a late 81 build, geared as a 1982 5-speed grade interior. This was one of the DeLoreans on the DMCTalk.com forum that was found in a barn in Cleveland. The white one's been restored, I believe, and the stainless one that was original was restored, and this one is the one that's still waiting for it. As you can see, it's got really the only ding on the whole body besides the door is this little part right here on the driver's side fender, which I don't think will be too bad to repair. And then you got this right here that got hit somehow, right there. I think that just happened when they were trying to move it or something. These right here are the Goodyear, the original Goodyear NCT HR60s. They are really dry rotted and cracked. I don't know how they're still even holding air, but they look disgusting. Here's the front fascia, the grill. We took the headlights out in my electrical components class last year to test the circuit voltage of the headlights, because when we'd put the battery in, all lights would light up except for the one on the farthest passenger side. But when we put on the jump pack to it, all would light up, and the one on the farthest passenger side ended up having a burnout light bulb, and the battery wouldn't provide enough voltage to it. Part of the fascia has been power washed off because one day I was there here in the summertime and I wanted to see if our power washer would wash it off, and it did. And that's about as much as it could get. This thing's right now, unfortunately, is used more for a storage unit than anything. This is what, unfortunately, this is what the trunk area looks like. We took all this stuff off in school to redo the cylinder heads, and I just never got around to putting them back on because I think I'm going to pull the engine and do a rebuild. We ended up pulling the fuel pump before I went to school, and I got the fuel tank covered off, but I plan on restoring this thing from the frame up, so it'll come out before too long. You can see the VIN number there. It's 10186. Dash is pretty good, other than one small crack over by the glove compartment, and the binnacle has a straight crack right there. Here's the VIN plate on the inside the door. And there's the, if you can see it decent, the VIN number. I'm using a flip video camera, so I don't know how good this is going to show up. Built in December of '81. And here's the interior. Not too bad for a car that's been sitting for 23, 24 years before I got it. Like I said, it's a 5-speed manual. Mileage shows 21,264 miles. When I got the car, the title showed 21,000 miles even. So the only thing I could come up with is the previous owner put gas in it, drove it for maybe around half a tank, or maybe a little more, and parked it because the cylinder heads froze up because they only put 264 miles on it. Everything works good. When I put the battery in, all the lights illuminated except for one of the headlight ones. Radio worked. We could change the radio stations. Lights worked. Hazards worked. The AC blower motor worked. Even the light inside that door worked. Doors open and shut like they should, except for the passenger side door over there. The outer handle busted, but I got a replacement one thanks to one of the board members. We thought this motor was locked up, but what had happened was from where the cylinder heads froze up and nobody knew about it, we just couldn't get it to crank until I put a really fresh battery on it. So we're gonna get out and check out the back. And these back tires here, I don't think are original because they're not NCTs. They're just Goodyear Eagle GTs. And they look almost brand new, like they got hardly any miles on it. And they're just now showing signs of cracking right down in this area here. All the rims, they look pretty decent other than the powder coating or whatnot starting to come off them. Here's the rear quarter panel on the driver's side. That louver right there blew off last year when I was towing this car on the way to the school. We could never find it. I mean, it was a 100-mile trip, so I doubt we were ever gonna. Right here can give you a little idea if this camera shows too well of what the stainless is like. It feels smooth, but the grain's a little messed up, so oh, sorry, I'm hiccuping. So it'll need to be regrained. And the other problem was when I was sanding it to get the paint off, I come up to this top part of the door and I sanded it, and I messed up a little more than the grain, which is stupid of me. It's all uneven here and you can feel little depressions in the door, so I don't know if that'll be able to be repaired or if it'll have to be replaced. This one is one of the models that has the rear antenna. That motor is going to have to be replaced because I tried to get it to work and it would not go up or down. So I don't know what the deal is with it. Probably just holding and decided to quit working. Well, here's the rear louvers back here. I have to replace replace these or fix it because it broke right here. I have a friend who's good with fiberglass, so I'm sure we won't have a problem fixing that. I just have this covered up like that. Oh shit. That wasn't supposed to happen. This is what the motor looks like now. I thought I had it covered up good, but evidently I didn't keep the humidity from getting to it because you can see the rocker arms here. Sorry about that, I'm just hiccuping real bad. But I figure once I get this thing into a shop, I'll be able to pull those off and sand them or sandblast them or something. It's got the original coil, original Bosch coil. I think it works because I got the car to start one time with a little bit of starting fluid. Everything's original in here. All the fiberglass is good in the engine bay. There's only two problem areas of the fiberglass, and I'll show you one of them here in a minute. It's even got this factory sticker on it still, which is amazing because everything else is every other sticker's gone. Got the original overflow reservoir. Right here is all the parts that we've either bought from DMC or DeLorean Auto Parts. I just haven't got around to putting them on, but One of the problems that I had with this car when I bought it is we got it home and we discovered this, which is much worse. It was much worse when I got it than it is now. I tried to take my talents at fiberglassing and fix it, which you can tell isn't very good, so I'll have to take it somewhere and have it repaired. But as you can see, like I mentioned before, the interior's not too bad. I think it'll just need to be cleaned up and the carpet will still be good. One of the bonehead things I did was I snapped the key off in it so the key stuck. Okay. Here's the driver or passenger side fender, which is in perfect condition, no dents or anything like that, but I figured it'll have to be regrained. One thing we did do in school is we pulled the front two tires off and we rebuilt the front calipers. We're going to rebuild the back ones, but we ran out of time and the car had to come home. So this is all I have for now. I'm sorry I didn't do a better video of this. It's getting ready to rain here, so I kind of had to rush it, even though I took a while. So I will try to get a better one when it's sunny and I'm not hiccuping like crazy. So I thank you for watching this, and hopefully this fixes your need for DeLoreans for a while, Chris. See ya.